Hello, welcome. In this lecture, we will practically look into client-side performance testing scenario. We will measure the page load time using WebDriver plugin for the jmeter. Let us practically do it. Let me open the jmeter and let us get into practicals. I will go to jmeter bin folder. I will open the terminal. I will provide the command sh space jmeter.sh. Let us wait for jmeter to open. For the testing purpose, we will be using this particular website demo.opencart.com. We will check the page load time for this particular website using the WebDriver plugin for the jmeter. Earlier we have already discussed about how to add the WebDriver plugin. Now we will use that plugin to measure the page load time. This is a test plan. I will add the thread group for this, and I will add the sampler, which is WebDriver Sampler, and I will also need to add the config element based on the browser that you are opening. I will use the Chrome driver config. I will also add the listeners to view the result. I will add view result tree. I will also add the listener summary report. I will also add one more listener aggregate report. Now for the config element, I need to provide the path to the Chrome driver exe file. Let me provide that path here. I have saved the Chrome driver in this folder. I will copy the path of the Chrome driver file and I will provide that path here. So this is done. Let me save the test plan. Test plan, I will say check page load time. So you can call it as WebDriver. I will save this test plan. Okay, this particular folder. Now we need to write the code here to check the page load time. Let us start writing the code. Earlier we have already discussed WDS is the object which is available by default as soon as you add this WebDriver sampler. First thing is we need to start measuring the page load time. For that we can use this particular function WDS.sampleResult. WDS.sampleResult.sample start. We can use this particular method. What it will do is it will start measuring the page load time. Start measuring the page load time. Once you start measuring the time, you need to open the website. To open the website, we will be using a driver. def driver equal to wds.def driver equal to wds.browser. It will create the driver variable. Using that driver variable driver.get, we provide the path of the website, that is a URL. This is the URL. We can copy this URL and we can provide that URL here. If you are familiar with Selenium Java automation, this will be almost simple. A slight changes will be there since it is using a Groovy language. Right here it is using def to define the variable. Now we have created the WebDriver object and using that object we have opened the website. Now we need to wait until the page loads, right? For that we will use here we need to wait until page loads. For that we will use WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait equal to new WebDriver wait. We are creating the WebDriver wait object. For that we will be passing two parameters, driver and duration of seconds. You can specify how much second it will wait. Now we can use this wait object wait dot until. What is the condition? You can specify expected condition dot presence of element located by dot tag name until we find the tag, this particular tag. What is the tag? Body tag. We wait. Once the body tag is done, we can stop measuring the time. For that you can use the WDS object again, WDS dot sample result dot sample end. It means stop measuring the page load time. It means already loaded here, you stop the timer. Now you can get the total execution time, right, using the one more function called sample result dot get time, WDS dot sample result dot get time. It will give the total execution time, and you can store this time in a variable. We can use a long data type and store in a as a load time, and you can print this load time, or you can log it, WDS dot log dot info page load time equal to, you can give plus load time, and what is this time is in millisecond, we can provide ms. Now our code is ready, but we need to import certain libraries. For example, here we have used a by class from the Selenium, so we can import that. Import org dot open qa dot selenium dot by, and we have also used here WebDriver wait. We can import that as well. Import org dot openqa dot selenium dot support dot ui dot WebDriver wait, and we have also used one more class called expected conditions. We can import that as well. Import org dot openqa dot selenium dot support dot ui expected conditions. We have also used one more class here, duration. You can import that as well from the Java library. Import java dot time dot duration. This particular import is from the Java library itself, and these three are from the Selenium, right? So we have done all the imports, and our script is ready now. Let us run and verify whether it is working or not. Start the script. So now the web browser is open, the page is loaded and closed, and if you look at the result, it is failed here. What is the missing method exception? So there is some issue here, duration of seconds. So actually we need to provide the dot here. Actually this is the class and this is a method, so there was a syntax error, so this error has occurred. So let me save this, let me clear the previous result, and let me run again. So now the page is open and closed. Still some error is there. Missing method exception. No, there was some spelling and syntax issue in this line. I have corrected that. Let me run and verify whether it is working fine or not. Let me run this. Now page is loaded and closed. Request is successful. Now we can do one thing. We can also save the result file, and then we can generate the HTML report. Now I will save the result file in this particular folder. I will copy this path name. For this aggregate report, let me create one JTL file, res1 dot. You can create a JTL file, or you can also create a CSV file. For summary report, I will create a CSV file, res1.csv, right? res1.csv. Now let me save this. Now files are not present in this folder. It will automatically create once the test is run. Let me clear the previous result and let me run the test again. Test is completed. If you go to this folder, res1.csv and res1.jtl, these files are created. Now it will save all the details of your test. It's okay, how much time elapsed and all these things, right? Now you can use this particular result file to generate the report in HTML. I will create one folder here, report, right? I will open one new terminal, go to jmeter bin folder, cd space. You can generate the HTML report using the already existing file, sh space jmeter.sh -g, and you give the path to your either JTL file or CSV file. I can give the path to this JTL file. You can also provide a path to CSV file as well. I will copy this path name and I will use it here, -o. Then you provide a path to your report folder. Folder should be empty. There should be no data in this particular folder, otherwise it will fail. So I have given a path to report folder. Let me run this command. Now you can see in the report folder, the report is generated in a HTML format. Open this index.html. So now you can see here, result is ready and your page load time is 1442 millisecond. In this way, if you need, you can generate the HTML report, or you can also observe the result in this CSV file, right? Here also it is giving. But if you have more than one sampler, then HTML report will give a better graphical presentation here. It will give many charts and all here, right? You can observe these charts. If there are more data, it will be showing a better graph. In this way, you can use the WebDriver sampler to do the client-side performance testing. That is to check the page load time of a particular website. I will attach this test plan, also result and report file in the resource section of this lecture. Thank you for watching.